found this set, what is it called? Ground traffic plugin or something. Anyway, the set works pretty well for this airplane, which is the tallest A340s, A340-6. I like using it as my FedEx plane. I have the SSG 747, but I don't really like the plane too much. Doesn't really. I've also had some crash desktops with it. The sounds in this plane are really, really well done, and it flies really, really well. Everything works really, really well. Pretty much everything Tullis is known for. Alright, let's get this IFR on flight. IFR plan. Doing FedEx virtual. I've already logged in and got my 0 fuel weight and all. So we're going to do a 219.8 0 fuel weight. Plenty of cargo. We're going to fly at 30,000 feet. Lady J4. Departure out of here. Chorus transition. And we'll join the MZO3 arrival from Argood into San Francisco Bay Area, which we're ultimately going to Oakland. All right, 19317. It's all still the same. I always do 8,000 kilograms extra fuel for this. Helps give me at least 45 minutes to an hour extra air time. Sometimes it doesn't give you a good enough alternate, so I was at 8.0 to this. So we're going to do 25.1, 0 fuel at 219.8, and usually I look for top of climb, so around here is your tropos, about 487, negative 31 degrees at cruise. Los Angeles altimeter is 3003. We'll plan 25 left for our departure, and that's with Tango. Oakland is landing 30. So we'll follow our IFR flight plan. IFR FedEx A346 Lima. We're CBD LC capable at this airport. We are considered a heavy. Don't need an alternate. So we'll go ahead and file that away. So I keep this, I keep the runway I'm going to be using for departure on my laptop, because that way it's easy to look at the frequencies. So we're going to be in the South Complex. We're sitting down here at the FedEx ramp. So we'll be doing ground. We're going to do CPDLC clearance. I won't need a clearance frequency, but ground be 0.75, south 120.95 for tower, and that's pretty much all I need to know. We'll get the departure frequency and the clearance if there's something different other than what's published. And we're going to do the Lady J4. So we'll probably get assigned a departure frequency since there's two for this SoCal. Of course, it is on a course heading. So probably we'll end up with 125.2 by this course heading. Probably. Oh, now the other thing I wanted to discuss real fast is you always read the notes. This note says maintain at or below 250 unless otherwise directed by ATC. And this top altitude is 8,000. So anything below 10,000 in the US is below 250 anyway. So usually when I am cleared higher than the top altitude, I pretty much ignore this 250 speed. I have yet to be told that I have never been corrected to do it this way. So we'll abide by this until we get cleared higher than the SID. Otherwise, we'll just abide by these. That's the only speed thing, so we'll just accelerate to 250. We're doing 25 left, so hyper is our RNAV first initial waypoint below 3,000. We usually get departure clearance of climb via the SID except maintain 5,000 initial, so we'll set MCP for 5,000 and then we'll get cleared to either 8 or climb via after our departure, which will climb up to 8,000. If we're told to climb maintain like 190 but climb via the SID, then we still have to cross Lady J at 8,000 and then climb to 190 type of thing. Alright, so that is our departure briefing. We're going to do the MZO 3 into the San Francisco Bay Area. Above 28, above 22 at 280 knots. Here's a hold pre-designated waypoint for a hold if need be. And we usually go to Franny for 30. Cross Franny at or above 4,100. So we'll set up for that. If the ops change for whatever reason and we need to land runway 12, then we can always transition to the Schism 2 arrival, which takes us over here for runway 12. So we'll use that as a second flight plan in case winds change. And we're going to plan ILS from Franny, which is the last waypoint of the star, which is our IAF initial approach fix of the approach, which is a Cat 2 and 3 approach. This airplane is capable of Cat 3 auto land if need be. And then the FedEx ramp at Oakland is right here, obviously. We got 10.5 runway, so plenty of space. It says 10.520. The LDA is 10 even, so that's landing distance available. It might be a displaced threshold or something. Alright, so we got LAX and Oakland. So LAX, we're going to do 25 left, wind 10 knots right down the runway. It's a little bit cloudy. Oakland, we're going to do 30, and it's pretty, that's okay. ILS Cat 3 is good there. Last I checked, there wasn't a whole lot of weather. There's a little bit of ice that we'll keep an eye out for at this thing takes forever to load. Looks to be around 21,000 feet. Most of the clouds are offshore. Alright, let's get rolling. Or flying. Hop in here. For the navigators to align on battery. Do one at a time, make sure the on bat disappears. Got to connect DC power, I think it's DC power, the ground power units before you turn these things on. I got nav lights, all that stuff is on. can also adjust the seat on this, which is kind of funny. It doesn't actually change the view. The default view is kind of weird. That's default view, so I just set up a key for this view. Alright, so let's do $18 quarts of oil across all 4 engines. Hydro is full on those 3. Got external power connected. Do an APU fire test here. Yeah, we'll get the APU started. Bleeds. I'm gonna have to turn those on. APU is available. All right. All right. ATIS is 3565. Also need that.
Scattered. Temperature 23. Dew point 17. Altimeter 3003. Arriving runways 24 right, 25 left. Departing runways 24 left, 25 right. ILS runway 24 right and 25 left approach in use or vector for visual approach will be provided. Simultaneous visual approaches to all runways are in progress. Simultaneous instrument departures in progress. VFR departures contact clearance delivery. Advise on heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Tango. Los Angeles Internet.
Alright, and ground is South Complex 121.75. 2175. Tower is 120.95. Okay. CBDLC text clearance stuff. Takes about 30 seconds. So you hit ATC message, hit standby, keep that on standby because you only have a minute and a half to accept or reject, otherwise it will time out on you. So you hit standby and it'll stay here forever. Clear to Oakland Airport is our airport. Lady J4 Corez transition as file climb via the SID, except maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 300 within 10 minutes of departure. Departure frequency 125.2, squawk 1517. That's pretty much everything that we briefed, so we'll hit accept. That closes out to CPDLC pre-departure clearance. So 1517, 125.2, Lady J Corez. Make sure everything looks good. Maintain 5,000. Climb via. All right. So now this aircraft has kind of an ACARS system to it where you can import sim brief, weight and balance, and flight data. However, the flight data part is technically kind of foobarred. So we're going to use the uplink to load the plane. But as far as the flight plan is concerned, we're going to have to retype that in because what happens is the arrival airport is not accurate for landing elevation on the autoland capabilities or the autoland elevation. It doesn't work. It always shows 0, even if you're landing into Denver, which is like 5,500. So you just have to use the system to import and then redo the flight plan, and then you're good. I like using a system to import because it loads the plane for you, so it makes it a little bit faster. So we'll hit init. And we're going to do init request. And then that's going to take a minute, or not a minute, a few seconds, and it will populate everything for us. Okay, it's going to do this stupid thing again, so I'm probably going to have to put in my I need my SimBrief code. Sorry, I'm looking this up. It's a number I have to put in here. All right. Let me put this BRB. So that should technically fix it.
With 6 Kilo, continue on Bravo, and then make the second left or right on Foxtrot to parking. Monitor ground. Have a nice day.
Hey, continue on Bravo on a Foxtrot and not parking. Same to you. My God, it's quiet today for you.
Say that last part again.
I said it is incredibly quiet on the network today.
It is. You don't get to hear my obnoxious voice as much.
Yeah, but really, that's weird.
Yeah, it might pick up a little bit in a little bit.
All right, let me see if it works now. There we go. Worked that time. For some reason, I have to re-enter that in every time. All right, perf data is uplinked. That's the main stuff I needed. All right, so now I should have 25.1 fuel. Yep. So it loaded the fuel, loaded the passengers, which should be like 0 fuel weighted 2 something. $229.8. That's close enough. Go with that. Alright, so now we have to redo some of this stuff because it's the only way to make it work correctly. So the tropa is accurate. Our ground temperature is 23. LAX to Oakland, redo that. And that's already set. Cruise is 300 minus 31. Alright, so now we can do flight plan, LAX departure. Say we're doing 25 left. And we're doing the Lady J to Corez, insert. And then we're gonna do the ILS 30 into Oakland via MZO 3 from Franny and Argood. So we're doing the MZO 3 starting at Argood. We're gonna join the ILS 30 for approach from Franny. Just enter in a Citizen Star, there's usually a Tisco, so we'll clear that out. Insert, init, wind, request. Page 2. Put in our weights. It's 229. 0 and 25 even. Fuel 25, just say 0, that's fine. So that's why I do that extra 8, because it's an hour. 45 minutes to an hour is what you want, extra fuel. Go back to perf, and we'll change this to 620, which is 500 AGL. Do 210, and do no for decision height because it's a Cat 3. Do 5 left. Perf. Sometimes this uplink works, sometimes it doesn't. So let's see what happens. So I want to do the winds, which is 260 at 10. Everything else is correct. So we have to receive, takeoff. See what I mean? This is like wonky. It just doesn't like to work. I don't know why. Insert uplink? Maybe that's it. There's nothing to insert. Was I hitting the wrong one? Takeoff data request. Maybe I needed to do the request first. Takeoff data uplink received. Flex, so 2 up 2.9. See, I can never change the flaps. That's what I don't understand this. So you know what? I'm just gonna do it manually because I don't get it. I don't know why it works sometimes. It doesn't. Also, others. So I want 152. $52, 158. Flex 69. Two up 2.9. Packs on. Second flight plan. Okay, LAX. Two five left. Insert second perf. Approach QNH 3004, 3003. Temperature 23. Wind 260-10. Decision height. It's actually, it's cat 3 here as well. Alright. Flight plan is entered. Second flight plan is entered for engine out SID. Basically just coming right back with an approach put in there. Climb via the SID, set maintain 5,000. Turn on our fuel pumps. Drive away all these guys. Bring up my A cars. Go to dispatch, download. LAX to Oakland, all that is good. We'll hit start. Bon voyage.
Ground to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you're ready. Ground to cockpit, toes driving up.
Let's remove the chocks. Running off APU, and we got bleed air for engine start. Doors are closed.
Okay, all doors, hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Fire test. And 15, 17.
So connected, bypass pin inserted. Release the spark brake. Starting pushback, go ahead and start the engines.
Alright. Go ahead and roll on 4. Once I get a light off, we'll roll 3. Alright, there's our light off. Go ahead and roll 3, get that started. Engine 4 generator is now available.
Operation complete, set the parking brake. Disconnecting tow, stand by.
Roll 2. Available on engine 3. Engine 1.
Tow is disconnected, bypass pin's been removed. Hand signal on the right, she's all yours, Captain.
It does the trim automatically with this in particular aircraft.
Scattered. Temperature 23. Dew point 17. Altimeter 3003. Arriving runways 24 right, 25 left. Departing runways 24 left, 25 right. ILS runway 24 right and 25 left approach in use or vector for visual approach will be provided. Simultaneous visual approaches to all runways are in progress. Simultaneous instrument departures in progress. VFR departures contact clearance delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Tango.
It's still Tango. All lights overhead are out. Yeah, we have good engines, so turn off the bleed and APU. And check our controls here. LAX to RTO. Do taxi lights. Taxi cam, which kills performance, but it's alright. Do a takeoff config check, takeoff normal. And I think I'm gonna run to the bathroom before I depart out of here, so BRB. Actually, while I do that, you guys can check out the field and watch these guys take off. Traffic global at its best. Kind of one of my longer flights, so I figured I'd use the restroom real quick.
Then 53 Zulu. Wind 250 at 10. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 2,700, 5,000 scattered, 2,000 scattered. Temperature 23. Dew point 17. Altimeter 3003. Arriving runways 24 right, 25 left. Departing runways 24 left, 25 right. ILS runway 24 right and 25 left approach in use or vector for visual approach will be permitted. Simultaneous visual approaches to all runways are in progress. Simultaneous instrument departures in progress. VFR departures contact clearance delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Tango.
Afternoon, Los Angeles ground, FedEx 3650 heavy, cargo with Tango, ready to taxi.
FedEx 3650 heavy, Los Angeles ground, runway 25 left, taxi via Alpha Foxtrot.
25 left via Alpha Foxtrot, FedEx 3650 heavy. A little bit of a stutter. A little bit of a stutter with this. Just swinging a little bit wide. 120.95. Departures 125.2. We'll do takeoff and strobes. We'll leave that on for a moment. To help with performance, I'm going to turn off traffic global. Los Angeles Tower, FedEx 3650 Heavy, hold short 25 left.
FedEx 3650 Heavy, Los Angeles Tower, runway 25 left, clear for takeoff. Wind is 24012.
25 left, clear for takeoff, FedEx 3650 Heavy. Looks like the middle of the runway to me. Flex SRS, airspeed's alive. Speed one, rotate. Positive right. Gear come out.
FedEx 3650 Heavy, contact departure, we'll see ya.
Over to departure, FedEx 3650 Heavy, see ya. 25.2. SoCal departure, FedEx 3650 Heavy, climbing via Lady J4, leaving 2000 for 5,000.
FedEx 3650, SoCal departure, ready to contact, climb and maintain 8,000.
I maintain 8,000, FedEx 3650 Heavy. 8,000, go open climb. Take out the rest of the flaps. Gears up, packs are on, speed brakes. Unarmed. Flaps are up, no icing to worry about. night vision version, whatever you call it.
FedEx 3650 Heavy, I'll have high for you shortly.
FedEx 3650 Heavy, thank you. Lady J is 8,000 usually. I wonder if he's going to wait till after Lady J to climb me. You can also pop up the restrictions by hitting that button. That shows
FedEx
you
3650 Heavy, contact departure 134.2, I'll have higher for you.
SoCal 134.2, FedEx 3650 Heavy, thanks. 34.2. SoCal departure, FedEx 3650 Heavy, Lady J4, level at 8,000.
FedEx 3650, SoCal departure, climb and maintain 15,000.
Climb maintain 15,000, FedEx 3650 Heavy. 15,000. We'll go ahead and do open climb, so it's a pull. No dot means open or manual climb. If you push, you get the dot, then that gives you managed. So if there was an altitude restriction of say 10,000 feet, it wouldn't climb to 15,000, it would stop at 10,000 until after that waypoint, and then it would continue to climb. So if you want to go straight to 15,000, you just have to go open climb, which is what I did, which also shows up here as OP climb. There's 10,000 feet. Turn on the landing lights, taxi lights. Weather to speak of, so I don't have to worry about weather radar. We'll check the pressure. It's climbing.
FedEx 3650 Heavy, contact Los Angeles Center 125.27.
Los Angeles Center 125.27, FedEx 3650. 25.27. Los Angeles Center, FedEx 3650, 14,000, climbing 15,000.
FedEx 3650 Heavy, near Los Angeles Center, climb and maintain flight level 230.
Climb maintain flight level 230, FedEx 3650. Alright, as long as I can maintain close to 2,000 feet per minute, I'm okay with going this fast. Climbing at about 3,000 feet per minute, so this is a powerhouse. Transition altitude 180. Sometimes that's the next frequency.
FedEx 3650, heavy contact, LA Center 133.2.
LA Center, wind tree 3.2, FedEx 3650. Los Angeles Center, FedEx 3650, flight level 204, climbing 230.
FedEx 3650, LA Center, climb maintain flight level 300.
Maintain flight level 300, FedEx 3650. So whenever you're with center, you don't have to say heavy because it's not important as far as separation is concerned when it comes to wake turbulence. The lower altitudes, there's more planes. If there was a bunch of planes near me, then he may. Actually, I've never had anyone make me say heavy above or with centers. Alright, so top altitude 300, top of climb 1919, top of descent 1930, so 2-minute cruise. And our second flight plan, we don't need that, so go ahead and delete that. Seatbelts on. This is our arrival, this is our approach, this is the airport. So I'll brief that once we start our descent. So the only thing I'm going to do when I get to cruise is go through some ECAM checks. That's about it. So I'll pick up the recording at our time of descent, or as soon as we start our descent, I'll pick it up so you guys don't get bored with the cruising part. So we'll pick it up in just a moment. BRB. Alright guys, starting the recording back up. We are approaching our top of descent. We have already been given our descent clearance to descend via the EMSO 3 arrival. So we are coming up to EMSO. We just passed our good. This is not to scale in this area, that's why I'm not showing up. The plane will definitely show up when you get into this. This is all accurate. So we got to slow down my jaw 280 knots, 220. And usually when I'm within 20 miles of top of descent, our wind capabilities will be available. So you can go to right click, hit wind data, and then this is descent wind. So there's no asterisk right now because we're not close enough. we're within 15 miles or so, that asterisk will pop up and we'll enter in the destination weather once we start down. I think it automatically displays when you're within 200 miles of the destination. Just about all my flights are less than 300 miles, so pretty much whenever I get to cruise, that pops up. So we'll lower our MCP to 41, which is the lowest on the star.
Departure clearance is voided on off by 19350, time about 1928
Set it for 4,000.
Yes, off by 1935, call back
Clear
by
the approach before
1940
that.
with your intention, freak exchange route.
Should be getting that asterisk any minute now. Let the crew know that we're going to be descending. Really need me to. Doesn't want to do it, does it? It's never happened before. Just a little bit of a glitch or something. Let's see if I can remedy that at my job. Oakland Center, FedEx 3650 is leaving 300.
FedEx 3650, roger.
Alright, so let's
Number 6, call Charlie, contact Los Angeles Center, 133.2, we'll see ya.
133.2, 6 Golf Charlie, we'll see ya.
so the real weather is 3002, temperatures 23. Winds 290, 12. And let's
Salt Lake Center, Richardson, 52 Lima Mike, passing 5,000 for 13,000.
do that. And
Number
let's
52,
see.
Mike, Salt Lake City Center, radar contact 4 miles north-northeast of the Great Falls VOR, VFR traffic at about 1 o'clock and less than a mile. Altitude's indicating now. About 4,900 type unknown altitude is unverified. He's not talking to me. Climb and maintain 13,000. Altimeter's 2984.
2984, no contact with the traffic, climbing out of 56.4 at 13,000, 52 Lima Mike.
jaws be above 280 knots. I got it to work. It had also gone into approach mode prematurely. I think I need to like not enter the approaches or something with this plane because it does that a lot. Maybe I should wait to enter approaches until I get at the bottom of the star. But we know we're good because it's not activated right now, so it only takes a second to correct it.
FedEx 3650, contact NorCal approach 120.905.
NorCal approach 120.905, FedEx 3650. Get my current ATIS here, which is November. NorCal approach, FedEx 3650 heavy, descending via the MZO3, leaving flight level 219er. Current with November, request ILS tree 0 from Franny.
FedEx 3650, heavy NorCal approach. Copy all. Thanks for November, and expect that.
And I can plan on that. FedEx 3650 heavy next. Alright, so we can expect it, and let me see if this is working yet. Alright, now we're in the right envelope. Manage mode works good. You just need to keep on top of it a little bit. Not horrible. Missed approach, climb to 600. Then climbing left to 4,000 on a 260 heading inbound to the SAU VOR 110 radial to SAU VOR and hold. Continue climb and hold to 4,000. This approach requires minimum climb 240 feet per nautical mile to 2,700. And if unable to meet climb gradient, see ILS or localizer runway 30. 11-3. We're light enough and this plane is very capable of making that. It's 108.7. $296. We have a second flight plan to work with if we need it for something. weather injector is showing 3002, so you always have to go with what your weather injector is using. Which actually I think is, yeah, that's accurate. That was the same altimeter setting as Ada said. Alright, so we're coming up to Schism, which is between 15 and 19, holding 280 knots, roughly. And we're 15, 19, so we're fine there. Can't go below 15. We're on profile. And then my rib is 240 knots. And we'll hold 240 knots until we go into approach mode. Decel is after fix me. It should work. Decel is the approach mode. Seatbelts on. At 10,000, we'll turn on our lights. And see Oakland VOR 16.8. Identifier for Oakland VOR is just OAK. That will give us a VOR. We're 52 miles away from that VOR. Cabin pressure should be dropping, which it is.
FedEx 3650, heavy contact NorCal Bridge 134.5. FedEx 3650 Heavy. Contact NorCal approach 134.5.
NorCal 134.5, FedEx 3650 Heavy. NorCal approach, FedEx 3650 Heavy, descending via M03, leaving 9,000.
FedEx 3650 Heavy, NorCal approach, altimeter 3002 after Franny cleared the ILS from 30 approach.
3002 after Franny cleared, ILS 30 approach, FedEx 3650 Heavy. Lights are on. Seatbelts are on. Towers 127.2. Takes forever. There we go. 27.2. Weather injector should still be correct here. Let me see, 30:02:23, 290 at 12:50. That's fine. The decel point. Do auto brake 3. Arm the spoilers in a little bit. activate the approach mode because both the localizer and glide slope are active. Activate the spoilers, or arm them, I mean. Missed approach procedure is 4,000, so that's set. Tower is 127.2. That's for the GA ramp. Ground is 0.75. Gear is down, seatbelts are on, missed approach is armed. We need to go around and be full throttle, flap 3, gear up. Take out the flaps as we climb.
Number 52 with Mike, the Billings altimeter 2986.
2,500.
FedEx 3650 heavy contact, tower now 127.2.
Oakland Tower 127.2, FedEx 3650 heavy. Oakland Tower, FedEx 3650 heavy, assumption localizer, runway 30.
FedEx 3650 heavy, Oakland Tower, wind 280 at 12, runway 30, clear to land.
30, clear to land, FedEx 3650 heavy. Do flaps full. Autopilot off, my plane.
200. 100 above. 100. 50. Minimum 40, 30, 20, retard, 10, 5.
Reversers, all four. See if we can exit up here at Whiskey 5.
FedEx 3650, heavy right turn, Whiskey 5, a Whiskey and Bravo, back to parking, monitor ground, point 9er, have a great day. I'm sorry, ground to be 0.75 on the south side.
Whiskey 5, Whiskey Bravo to parking, monitor 0.75, FedEx 3650, heavy, we'll see you. No, I forgot to turn on the probe heat. That's right, it's summertime. I monitor this stuff too. Never was any issues with probe icing during the summertime. There was no moisture in the air. I mean, it could happen. But yeah, that was my bad. That's why it helps to have Copilot. 0.75 is on monitor there. This is Victor, I want Bravo. Main thing is this back tire. We're just gonna go straight in because it's easiest. And I need to get my dog. I let him out a little bit earlier. He's barking to come back in. BRB. Let me grab him. things first. Parking brake is on. APU generator is available. Turn off the taxi lights and our engines. Hundred and 58 feet per minute, I'll take that.
Disconnected.
Alright, well, make sure I'm offline. I am.
$500, $400, $200, 100 above.
Alright, y'all. Appreciate you watching my videos. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. Lets me know that you like the material. I can hear background noises. Interesting. Alright, y'all take care. See you next recording.